Is that a way in? I think, through this gap in the fence. These banyan trees, I think this is what you call them, clearly do well. The nutriment of our bodies, as our bodies decompose. They've been clearing space. Wow, maybe it's an active cemetery. I suppose at night time this could be quite haunting and eerie. Look at these wonderful hanging tendrils, for want of a better word. They're not really the roots because they're the branches, but they hang down and go into the ground like roots seeking water. And this is yes, this is a I've got all things in my, I've only got my flip-flops on, you see, so there's bits in my feet, which are pretty hardy, my feet now. We're, even here, of course, we go on arms round in bare feet, and it's but in India you're walking on this earthy track mostly, whereas I found in Thailand, you know, a lot of it's this semi-made up road of crushed granite, flint and such like granite. I haven't been in here myself before. You're exploring with me, so forgive me if I'm making a meal of it and taking a long time. It's not a guided tour, not a travel vlog. Wow, look at this tree ahead. Now this is monks aren't supposed to get excited. Did you think that? That's nonsense. Of course we get excited about nature and the beauty of nature, but we also know not to become attached. You've seen from my own nomadic lifestyle, I think, how many locations have I been making these videos at now in 1 year? Less than 1 year still, and I've lost count. Well, at least half a dozen different locations where I've literally lived, not just visited. That's been my place where I've lived, not knowing where I'd be living next. This is the life of a monk, a samana, especially in India where that is commonplace. Wow, and this is an absolutely beautiful tree, a banyan tree. Now, not far from here is a tourist attraction where apparently, I don't know how true this is, there is the oldest and second oldest banyan tree in the entire world, still living and growing in a what is like we'd call it a national park where I'm from, so it's protected, and many tourists go to see this very old tree. And these trees here, well, they look very old, don't they? And where I'm walking, below me, are the, well, countless number of bodies, dead bodies, decomposed bones, dust now. Why buried, I don't know quite the reasoning behind that. It's unusual for here. But this is wow. Lost for words, you see, to describe this. Yes. Well, I think I timed it right, because I saw this JCB yesterday. It was scraping around in here. One of the junior monks was very excited, thinking, oh, they're going to have a burial. It was here digging up a new, which is a perfectly reasonable assumption. But apparently they were just clearing, and I see why now. I mean, this is just, you can wander through here. It's wonderful. What an opportunity that has arisen purely by chance. And you're the first to see this with me. whomever's watching this. I don't think anyone else other than the digger driver and a couple of local, well, there were only 2 ladies, standers by, watching. No one else has been here since it's been cleared. Now you're all having the opportunity to see this wonderful little Banyan Glade, I shall call it. The Banyan Glade graveyard. How about that for a title? I think this is going to have be a video all on its own. The Banyan Glade graveyard. Wow. Well, I'm happy to have been able to share that with you. And I'm sure as time goes on, now I'm fixed here in this place for 3 months, I'll get back into the routine of our usual talks. There's a sort of a important looking house over there overlooking this Banyan Glade graveyard. But in addition, if I have the opportunity to make some day trips out, which for reasonable reasons, and there are many, then we might have some other interesting things to see as well. And you see over in the distance there is presumably, because I'm new here too, you know, is Bangalore, the city of Bangalore. Now my main monastery in India is, the Mahabodhi Society of Bangalore, in Bangalore, many branches all over India, but the main one, head office, is Bangalore, where I am from. Well, you know, my head office, my organisation. And we're about, a couple of hours drive from there. It's the weekend, so some of the monks, Samaneras, novices, and one Bhikkhu, a Bhikkhu who ordained at the same time as me roughly, so same sort of time as a Bhikkhu, have come for the weekend to plant. Novices, you see, can still dig, do gardening and things like that. They haven't taken the 227 precepts, and here are some monkeys. So they're here this weekend, much like these monkeys, working hard on the gardens, planting trees and shrubs and all kinds of things. And I think they're going on Sunday because they have school in my monastery there. They have do the full curriculum, Indian curriculum. Those of them that are of that age, of which there are many, 70 or something in number. But there's just a few, 3 or 4 here this weekend staying, helping out, cleaning and tidying, well, doing the gardening work. And it's good to see. Now let's speak to these little monkeys. Hello! I think they're called HANUMAN monkeys, as in the HANUMAN monkey god. They can be quite vicious, but these ones seem obviously a little bit more wary of me than me them. There's a lot of them coming. This is the daddy one, alpha male. Size of him. Fat, isn't he? They all went running when they heard him coming, of course. Well, that's my David Attenborough bit done for the day. It's turned out to be quite an interesting adventure, this trip, hasn't it? Good. Didn't expect the banyan tree glade. I didn't expect the monkeys. On my quiet wander into town of an afternoon. I wonder what will happen next. Who knows? Uncertainty. So yes, the monks are here for another night tonight. We come to the temple for the chanting in the evening, maybe. But they've worked right through, really. They're happy to do that. Well, they look happy. I can't speak for them, but they certainly look smiley, course they're coming out of the city where they live for a weekend in the country where I live. And I know them from the last 3 years. I've been with them off and on when I visited my head office there. And I spent the first Vasa, the 3-month Vasa period, where we don't go anywhere, in that monastery. I must admit I was counting the days there, 90, 89, 88, 87, like that, because I don't really like living in the city, and wasn't what I was used to, but it was good practice. I made a determination then, which I keep now, to do morning and evening chanting every day, without exception, the full routine puja. So doing that, it gave me the opportunity to learn the chanting and to also do something that I'm not doing for my own sake, because I don't enjoy that so much either. But you get to like it actually and find the meditative qualities in the process of chanting. You see these monks there digging with their old-fashioned kind of digging things, tools. Yes, so we'll leave it there.